Yeah, I know I probably look funny right now. Oh, oh, oh. Don't you dare. All right. So let's see what this looks like right now. Okay. Perfect. I'm waiting outside of the parking lot to the gym right now. I have been working out consistently again for the past few months, and I'm sure as anybody who follows me on my Instagram, which isn't many people, mostly friends, family, and acquaintances, you've seen that I've been working out a lot more. That I'm getting back into this whole lifting thing. And if you knew me back in college, or if you knew me back in high school, even, which some of you have, you know that I've always been kind of one of the swole guys. I've been an athlete. But I wanted to make this video to talk about why I'm getting back into lifting, why I'm starting to take it more seriously, why I'm putting so much time and energy into it, like what's my motivation. So I first got into fitness when I was a wrestler in high school, and then I played football. And in order to be competitive at those sports, you had to weight train. You had to be strong. And then, I played 4 years of football through high school, and I didn't play in college. And in college, I just wanted to look good, like most men do. So I kept up with the lifting. I tried to make sure that, my body was pretty hard to try to be attractive as I could. And so that's how I stuck with it. But after a time, I kind of, took it less and less seriously, because, I didn't need that same type of validation to feel like I was attractive towards women, which is probably a good thing, because for a long time I thought it was just about, the physical stuff. But it turns out women actually like a lot more than just you being chiseled. So why am I getting back into it right now, though? So my motivation right now is I've already put so much time into weight training. I've spent a lot of hours lifting heavy objects in gyms, pumping iron. I didn't want to say pumping iron because it sounds cringe. But I've spent a lot of time in the gym. And even now, I'm 30 years old, but I still have a relatively good physique. So it's like, I want to make something of this. It's still there. So it's like, why not take it to its limit? Like with any other sport, you want to kind of push your limits and take it to as far as it'll go. Take it to the pinnacle, or your peak performance if you can. I've never really devoted a lot of time into having the best physique as I possibly could. I've never done it properly, like really gotten into bodybuilding. For a time, I actually used to be worried about getting too big. I've never done drugs. I've never done steroids, but I've taken protein powder. I eat protein, etc., etc. And now I take my supplements now. But my point is, for a time, I used to be afraid of getting too big. So I actually used to hold back. I used to try to do more cardio. I used to try to decrease my calorie intake, because naturally, I'm probably more of a mesomorph or an endomorph. I put on muscle easily. I've never had a problem, putting on muscle. But I've never really kind of let down the guardrails and really tried to pack on muscle without using any PEDs, but really tried to pack on muscle and see how far I could go with that. So that's what I want to do here. I want to see what happens when I push my body to its physical limits while I still can, and I want to still do it in a healthy way. And so I'm 30 now, and before I die, basically, or just something that I want to do, is really compete in a show. Is really take my body to its limits and compete in a show. That's a goal that I have, and I would really like to do that. So that's one thing I'm thinking about right now. Let's see. The other thing I wanted to say was, oh man, let's see, pushing my body to its physical limits, and wow, this is gonna be super embarrassing, so I'm definitely editing this part out. I want to see how far to go. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to say. So I want to push myself to my physical limits, you know, while I still can. I'm 30, I still got a good amount of testosterone. I'm healthy. And I don't want to be 50 saying, man, I really wish I would have seen, like, how big could I have gotten? How swole could I have gotten? Now, here's the thing I wanted to say. I still want to do this and stay healthy. So you'll see a lot of people, you know, criticize each other about what their fitness goals are. And granted, I can see how people could have problems with bodybuilders who just wanted the look, only to get big, didn't care how they did it, what they did to their bodies in order to achieve that, what laws they broke, etc. And I get that. I get how you could have a problem with that. That's not my thing. What I want to do is get as big as possible and stay natural. And I want to make it clear that I am just going for the look, right? Because that's the sport. I don't care too much about being strong. I'm gonna get strong lifting weights. You will get strong lifting weights. In order to pack on that muscle mass, you are building strength. So yes, there are different programs to build pure strength, and there are different programs to build for hypertrophy. I'm going purely for the look. I want to get as jacked as possible while staying as healthy as possible. So that's my boundary. Just like how I go about my work life. When I'm at work, I work hard, right? I show up to the office, I work hard, but I also make sure that I have a limit as far as I don't work so hard to the point where it's detrimental to my health and my relationships. So what I want to do now with bodybuilding and trying to reach this goal of competing in a show, taking my body to its genetic and physical limits, I want to go for that proportional, huge, hard body, natural look, so long as I don't do any harm to my health. So I hope I've made that part pretty clear. I know I ramble on a lot. I'm not used to doing these videos, but I thought I should post what my motivation for getting back into bodybuilding was, why you see so many of these posts about it, and why I'm putting so much effort into it. All right. So hopefully that recorded well. So that's it. Hopefully this video goes down well. 14 minutes of me rambling on. And I'll holler at y'all. Peace.